And I was like, what, are we going to get refunded? I listened to Jurgen Klopp, mate, so I went and booked the hotels, didn't I?
Mate.
Thinking, Budapest.
Have you been to Budapest?
I've never been to Budapest.
It's all right, no.
Is it? Budapest?
Yeah.
No, so we're not going to Budapest this summer. So now I'll see if we can get a refund.
I can't do it.
We're not doing it.
We're not doing it. I don't mind ignoring the guest, but I'm not ignoring this guy.
I thought you were going to keep up the arts.
No. My ass has gone already. I bottled it, Brendan. Ain't gonna lie. Bottled it. It's on me, that one.
I'm going to give you a big plug here, right? Because I am fucking very, very proud of this man to my right-hand side. Known Brendan for about 15 years. Used to knock fuck out of me in a basement. Not that way.
Tell them more.
But yeah, so from Brendan being probably about a 4-0 pro, I think, or might have even been semi-pro at the time.
I was semi-pro.
Was you?
When I first met.
So when we started training. And I stopped, and this guy became a world champion. And not only did he become a world champion, he fucking told me exactly how he was going to become a world champion, and then did it. And I am very, very proud of you, mate.
Yeah. Well done, nice one, Steve. Yes.
So thanks for coming and joining us. So he's come on, he's brought his belt, and he's going for a second one this season. And so he's with PFL. You've probably heard of the UFC. You might have heard of Bama and his fought on them. And PFL have come out with this interesting, I would call it, sort of system of having a regular season and then like a playoff for a final. Mm-hmm. And the regular season's got some pretty cool things about it. So if you get like a third round decision, you take it to a decision, you get 3 points. If you absolutely obliterate them in the first round, is it 6 or 5?
6 first, 5 second.
There you go. So yeah, so if you get a finish, you get more points, and then it goes into like a league table, top half of the league, and it's going into like a quarters to semi and a final. And it's a good way to do it, because I think one of the most frustrating thing about combat sports, particularly since UFC got bought out, is the way it's got very much BMF, champ, call-out culture. Yeah. What made the UFC relevant and what got it to sort of probably overtake in many people's instances in boxing is it was the best fighters were fighting the best fighters. Yeah. And it was a genuine meritocracy. The likes of Conor McGregor came into it, won, champ. The likes of Brock Lesnar came into it, obliterated people, champ. And then that was what got it to be this cultural sort of shift, and almost like this an emergence of a new sport over the last 20 or so years, 30 years. And I think boxing has well fell away from that sort of model, and sadly over the last few years the UFC has fell away from that model. So with what PFL are doing, and it's still early doors in it for PFL, but they're doing it. There's some serious stars that are starting to go, yeah, I'll have a bit of that, because it's honest. Like, there's a schedule. You know you're going to be fighting this time, at least in the league kind of format. And then if you're at the top of the league, well, you're going to go into the playoffs, and then you've got a chance to win a belt. And not only is a belt, it's $1 million as well, isn't it? It's not a bad payday.
Well, I mean, you touched on it there. I'll elaborate a bit more. So what makes the PFL different is they don't care who your manager is, how well you speak on the mic, you know, who your bird is and all that. And then, you know, this is the way the sport seems to be going. Like the WWE kind of route now. It's all like Jake Paul and all these are taking over. But with PFL, what they've done is they've gone, right, we're going to get 10 of the best fighters that we can find in the world. We're going to put them all in no one understands this format better than you guys. Football, isn't it? It's a football table.
But a lot of sports work along this sort of format,
they do.
Don't they?
Especially in America. You know what I mean? So that's why it's an American audience predominantly. So what I like about it is, like, for example, now I've had my first fight, fought Marlon Moraes, beat him. I don't know who I'm fighting next. There's 9 other guys. It could be any of them. Do you know what I mean? Well, it's not going to be Marlon, so there's 8 other guys, right? So realistically, the phone's going to ring probably tomorrow or the day after and go, right, you got this guy next. And I don't know who that's going to be. I don't have a say in who it's going to be. I don't get free options like you do in other promotions.
Yeah, where you can maybe choose the one that suits your style a little bit better. No.
I might get the most awkward guy in the thing, and it's like, right.
Well, you've had that.
Well, a few times.
Yeah.
So that's what I like about it. And what else I like about it is, like, I am good on the mic. I am the marketable guy. They like to do that. But obviously I have to back it up. Bubba, Wade and Kudo, who I beat last year, were the other 3 semi-finalists. I beat all 3 of the semi guys and then obviously won it. So I had to do it the hard way. Then they give me Marlon off the bat, who's the biggest name by far in the PFL at the minute. Well, in my weight division. So I beat him. And now it's like just sat waiting by the phone. who's next? And that's what I like about it. Like, you know, you don't get no time off. Like, I'm week here and there, like after the fight, but then you're back in training. And for someone like me who trains all year round anyway and enjoys training, I'm lucky. But the guys that do it treat it as a job, and they just want to do training camps and then fight. It's not for you. Or the guys that are cutting £40 to get down to the weight, it's not for you. It takes a special type of person to win this thing, and it's also going to take a special type of person to do it back to back and win 8 fights consecutively to get 2 of these. Yeah, it has been done.
Kayla, people.
Lance Palmer.
That's who I was thinking, Lance Palmer.
But they did it when the PFL was brand new. They didn't have the stars that they have now. Now's the hardest time to win it. Do you know what I mean? Last year was really hard. They had a good field. But, you know, Mov leads back, the one that has beaten me. There's one guy that actually has beat me. And he took a year out and he's come back. So
got a semi-final on it 2 seasons ago.
2 seasons ago, correct. So I'll be looking forward to running that back and hopefully in Manchester.
Yeah, yes. So that's hopefully the move, is to just start chatting all sorts of macca.
To try and get it going.
And then try and see if we can force their hand to make it happen.
I said it after my last fight. I put it in the air now. It's out in the atmosphere, mate. It's like, right, this is what I want. I want to fight him over 5 rounds in Manchester. And
you fucking never fight in Manchester.
Imagine it.
We had a match last year and he was fighting in London. I was like, right, it's fucking 5 hours in the car. And do you want to get there? As he's walking out.
Was it really was it that tight? Could have been worse. Could have been.
I could imagine if because I'm trying to see, has he been on yet? Has he been on yet?
But he was panicking.
Because I think they weren't, I don't think they were live tweeting it at the same time.
Oh, God.
So I'm like, what's the fucking going on? Like, yeah, sorry.
How come you drove?
Because there was no trains.
Okay. Oh, yeah, shit, they're on strike.
Yeah.
The one weekend at PFL comes to town, the trains are on strike, mate. All my mates were just panicking. But it was funny, yeah. Because the day before, obviously, I think it holds 6,000 and I think they'd done 5,000 or 5.5, and then they went, we've got a few extra tickets here, do you know what I mean? Like, we're just going to give them out and try. I said, yeah, give them me. Next thing, I'm on the phone back to Manchester. Right, lads, load of free tickets. Everyone was just jumping in cars. Everyone was jumping in the mate's car and flying up. And then, mate, it was like a football match, wasn't it?
It was class.
Manchester.
Yes.
It was all like, it was by far the best atmosphere I thought.
Do you know what I'm sat behind?
Go on.
His opposition's parents.
Really?
Oh, sure.
Yeah.
Wait.
Yeah, it was quiet. It was getting parcelled up. So all around us,
I didn't know that.
Brendan's fans.
Yeah.
His mum and dad are in front of me.
You didn't tell me that. Oh, they must have had a really sad night.
They didn't have a good time.
He got the brakes beat off him. He got abused. He got abused, mate, really badly. Because it was a big back and forth, wasn't it?
What's that?
Yeah. Oh, there was a bit of chat before.
Really?
Yo, he's built right up. He was a right cheeky cunt. I'm glad I hammered him.
That's the thing. Like,
again.
I wouldn't mind getting and having a dust up, as you know, I've done one amateur,
Yeah.
so I'll get in there. But the chat before it, that's a lot of pressure. That is.
Do you think?
Yeah, I think that's pressure, mate. I know you're going in there and doing it anyway, but
I like it, you know.
That's cool.
Is it like natural, Brendan? Is it not an act?
That's none of it's an act.
Like you really,
I've
like,
never
when you're
once
saying
acted.
It, like,
yeah,
you're really like, I'm ready to do this.
Yeah, I've never once acted on it. Like with Bubba, like the guy I fought in the final. I like him. So when we're trying to have these chats, I'd say, look, lad, I like you, innit? Like, I think you're a good lad.
Yeah.
We're going to fight, we're going to have it, but I think you're actually a good lad. With Wade in the semi-final, he was a proper dickhead.
Was it?
So it was dead easy. It's like, you're a dickhead, I can't wait to punch your head in on Saturday night. Yeah, he goes, well, I can't wait to punch your head. And that was all natural. We don't really there's no script. Yeah. If I don't like you, I don't like you, but I like most of them. So for me, it's pretty hard to start turning on them. Do you know what I mean? Like,
Wade was it was a bit testy, the Wade one, wasn't it? I remember.
I knew it was going to be an hard fight. I was a 3-1 underdog in that fight.
Really?
Yeah, like, he's a really big name. Fought Islam Makhachev his hardest fight.
As well,
brought from Volkanovski, and he just folded, mate.
Really?
Yeah, it was big pressure coming to London, mate. It really was. It's like, I've been going over there, though. I've had 11 fights with PFL. 10 of them have been in America. So it was about time they did me a little favour. Do you know what I mean? It's about time they deal with a bit of jet lag and going to another country. It's not nice, mate. Do you know what I mean? And then he's there moaning. He moaned about absolutely everything. Got his arse handed to him and sent home. It was fucking... Oh, Joe, we even did... Oh,
Remember, this is live.
Hey, I'm going to tell you off air what we actually did to this Chris Wade, mate. That's another story.
I don't know this.
I forgot I was on a podcast and I was about to start laying all types out.
Yeah, you can tell us when we're not live.
Yeah.
A few people in the chat. Tina Telefson says the captain Mr. Nothing to prove to everyone that he has no fighting spirit, and when your captain doesn't go in front and lead, they don't give a fuck. I'm talking about Maguire there, I think. I know we don't really like to talk about football on this podcast, so forgive me.
Well, it is a footy podcast, lad.
Yeah,
so feel free.
now and again, though, it just sort of slips through.
Someone says you look like Kasper Schmeichel with a broken nose.
Is that a,
Jimmy.
Yeah, Jimmy
is that a
Everson.
compliment?
I can see it actually. I can see it.
It's not that.
I've had Fernando Torres.
Have you?
I'm not seeing that one.
Can't you see it?
No.
Yeah, I've had that.
Let's have a look. I don't see that one.
No, there's one picture, especially
Oh, is
that
that?
I got sent. I went, wow, you look like you here.
Let's have a look.
Obviously, when he had his
No.
brown hair, because he's done all types of hair, hasn't
Yeah.
No.
No, I'm not having that.
he? Let me
one.
have a look.
No, it's just not Fernando Torres.
I've
at
had
all.
it.
Which picture?
That one there.
The one where he's
Can't
jacked
you see
now.
we've got a similar face?
You've not got a similar face.
Can we get a picture of Fernando Torres up on the screen? So
For starters, there's only one angle.
Wait, there we
It
go,
is-
there we go.
which one there? That one.
I got, yeah. Go
This
that.
one?
No, wait.
That
Go
one.
on next to him.
That one.
That one.
You can't see it.
For starters, his nose has
bigger
only
than I
got one
remember him.
fucking angle on it.
Yeah, listen. Take the nose out of the occasion.
Let me try and send you this picture then, because this is the one that sort of.
It's the one with him wearing a blue Aviate t-shirt.
Why is he
It's
playing
got-
for now? Is he still at it?
I think he's
I
retired.
think he's
now.
fucking hawking Herbalife and trying to bang soccer moms, I reckon.
Is he? Yeah.
Is that,
Fair
is
play
that,
to him.
that what he's doing?
Fair play to him.
Mate.
Well, that's his official job title.
Yeah, a few people can see that. KS says, why isn't Brendan in the UFC yet?
Ooh, that's probably the most asked question, isn't it, Steve?
It's got to be asked this question.
So,
Dana White's a fucking bum, that's why.
no, I mean, I went on a reality show years ago, and everyone, it's pretty an infamous situation, everyone knows about it, got there, and then there was a bit of behind-the-scenes politics of why. Ever since then, I've won 10 out of my last 11, and fucking stopped most of them.
Well, I'll
and
tell
made
people-
millions of dollars.
So,
So, it's like, life's all right, mate. You know what I mean?
Well, yeah, you might have been fighting on shit money in the UFC.
I would have started 10-10, 12-12, 14-14.
So what happened is he went on the Dana White Contender Series after. Honestly, he shouldn't have even had to go through the fucking Contender
Correct.
Series anyway. I mean, at the time would have been top 25 featherweight
Yeah.
probably in the world.
Yeah.
I think at the time. Are you top 10 yet?
15 have got me at 11 now in the world.
No, I think it's top
We'll
10
take
still.
that though, won't we?
I think it's top 10 either way. So he goes on Dana White Contender Series and then wins and does something that I think is really fucking smart, which is you've knocked the piss out of this dude.
Have you seen him now? He just won again this weekend.
Did he?
Still getting bonuses.
Did he get signed by the UFC afterwards
Yeah,
as
a
well?
month later. Lost
Explain
every
that,
round.
yeah,
Lost
so-
every round. Come on, mate.
Gets the shit kicked out of him by Brendan, and then Brendan, for the last 10 seconds of the fight, just takes him down and sees the fight out, which is fighting 101 in it, is to get the win.
Yeah,
What am I here to do? Get the win, get the contract,
Yeah.
right? Did that, and then Dana White just decided that he was like, no, I don't like that.
Why?
I think he wanted him to carry on training.
Start swinging and
Yeah.
bite the gum shield and
Yeah.
lose a few more brain cells.
So he doesn't sign him. Signs the guy he's knocked the fuck out of, by the way.
Right, okay.
Who's doing
winning?
well? Who's still doing well now?
Now doing well now, yeah?
It's mad, mate. Come right
Come
here.
on.
So then Brent ends up signing for PFL, which I reckon, as a sliding doors moment goes, probably not a bad one.
No, listen, I signed with these when nothing was going on with them really. So they roll the dice with me.
Yeah.
I roll the dice with them.
Fair
We're like,
enough.
look, all right, lads, listen, this is the cards I've been dealt, yeah? Use emerging as a promotion. Let's go. Let's do it. Now we're 11 fights in. Won 10 of them. Been on Channel 4, filled arenas for them. We've made so much dough. Had some great moments. Really enjoy fighting for them. They proper look after the fighters, respect the fighters.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? Like nice hotels, nice flights, everything's good. Whereas UFC, the man, is fucking hell. It's a corporate entity now. They'll
And
chip
they've
anywhere.
lost their way now as well since
You can't
since
say
Zuffa
that though.
sold it.
They own the sport.
I know,
People
but since
call
Zuffa
it, do
sold
you do
it,
UFC?
it's
They don't
not
call
the
it
same.
MMA. It's mad.
Right, okay.
You do that UFC stuff. I'm like, well, I'm the PFL champ, but yeah.
But John knew he knew, and he told us he was going to win this. He literally moved to Dubai so he wouldn't be paying the fucking tax on the million that he was going to
Not
win.
daft,
Allegedly.
is it, eh? Allegedly, yeah. Yeah, it might have just been
Fucking
for
hell, trying to
reasons.
gas me up.
It's all right, there's only 1,000 people watching. Don't worry.
Went full fucking non-dom to not fucking
I know, yeah.
to not
Mate.
give it Rishi.
Santa Knox says, isn't Brendan mates with Jesse Lingard who used to kick a ball about with him?
Yeah,
Yeah.
correct. He knows it well. Marcus as well, and his brother Dwayne, great people. Obviously, fucking absolutely ran away with the football. I just wasn't good enough.
Right,
Tried my
okay.
best, mate.
Yeah.
But how competitive is football in the UK, mate? You have to be
Manchester especially.
lad. You have to be double special, and I just
I reckon
wasn't
the average Mancunian kid could probably go to
anywhere.
fucking Cumbria and look like Maradona.
Exactly.
That's the thing, though. Sometimes you don't. You know, when we sit and we judge footballers and we go, "Oh shit," like they're not. Do you know what I mean?
really
Like
not.
if they're playing in the Premier League, or whatever, they're unreal because you had a lot of experience, weren't you, with like semi-pro,
Yeah,
like,
lads that
lower
haven't
league.
made it anywhere
Yeah.
near, and then you see them like.
And see how good they are.
Yeah, that's what I mean.
insane.
It's like,
I'd
and
love
how
to see
skillful.
Marcus in our training session and just laugh at how far.
I think that sometimes,
unhuman.
you know, imagine him coming to Power League and that.
Yeah.
And just absolutely.
But some of them do, don't they?
Like,
See some of the
yeah.
Brazilian lads, they go back home on international duty and rock up at like the Brazil version.
never mind
of
the
Power
Brazilian lads. Ravel Morrison used to do it.
Yeah.
When
Yeah.
I used to work at the soccer dome. Power
Which
League.
one?
Power League in Trafford.
Trafford,
It's changed
yeah.
now. It's gone now. And Ravel Morrison rocked up, and he just had an operation as well as at QPR, and he just jumps on the pitch and started playing him on the games, and he was unreal. Do you know what I mean? Like, and this is with an injury. And
It's like me now, yeah. There's guys who are amateur or just starting MMA. It's like if you put me in the ring with them, you'd think, fucking hell. Do you know what I mean? It's
Yeah,
like same
yeah.
with football. You put them against an amateur or someone who's a semi-pro footballer, yeah, and you get to that level. There's just so many
just a
levels to
difference,
sport,
isn't it?
mate.
It's
There
just a
really is, and the elite really do stand out. Like you wouldn't believe, though. Like I've sparred some amateurs that have got good records and that, and you just think, there's a long way to go for you yet, mate. Do you know what I mean? Whereas, and then there's also the standout amateurs that are going to be me. Do you know what I mean?
You were telling me about a kid coming through. I think it's
Mohamed Makayev. Told you I was right about
Right,
it.
okay, let's go back a minute because you told me about Mo.
Fucking hell.
About being right about someone. Fuck me. So Mo's out here calling out number 3 in the world, isn't
Yeah,
he?
yeah,
And
trying to get-
offering his purse to him, so he'll fight him. Everyone's scared of fighting this crazy little arsehole.
Yeah,
He can't get a fight,
it's
can
great,
he?
isn't
He cannot get a fight. He's out here. He's basically a ball air away from just calling out the champ because no one else will fight him.
Yeah, yeah.
okay.
29 fights straight he's won.
Really?
I know. Yeah. He's from Manchester as well.
So he's all right, yeah.
He's been on here a few times, hasn't he?
Yeah, we're trying to get him to be a United fan because there's no purples in this house. But because he
He does wear the shirt, though.
yeah, but he also goes to City.
Is he one of them? He's
Yeah,
not
well-
he's not bothered.
Well, he sees it as, so he was a Dagestani refugee.
Right.
So he sees it as Manchester saved his life. Therefore, he loves everything about Manchester.
okay.
But we try and sit him down and go, yeah, don't work like that.
Nah, you can't
You
be
have to-
can't fucking pick a colour,
You have to
mate.
align yourself and quick.
Yeah.
Bloods and Crips, and he ain't no fucking purples in the
To be
house.
fair, this is the worst time as well to be convincing someone to be a United fan over a
No,
City
I think
fan.
he's. I
Do
think
you know
he's.
what I mean?
He's
Like,
definitely.
I know.
not an easy sell, that,
Yeah,
is
it's
it?
not an easy
My
sell.
I
lad-
think because of me and Bren, we've fucking
Have you-
maybe
have
got
you-
him right over. I think he knows Zinchenko though, doesn't he?
Oh,
That's
so
right, yeah.
That's one of the dramas we've got. Is we've got me and Brent trying to go to United, and you got one of the players of City.
He does Wigan Warriors as well. He's going around rugby and everything
Yeah.
now.
I thought he would love rugby anyway.
Yeah. It's
But
his
yeah,
type
so
of
the
vibe,
gym's
isn't
in
it?
Wigan, innit? So
Yeah,
it's
exactly.
an absolute tapping for him to go watch.
And what's it like there? They good to go and watch. You ever been? You're a rugby guy, aren't you?
Yeah,
Wigan Warriors.
I mean, yeah, Wigan are fucking one of the all-time great
Are
clubs.
they?
So yeah, I mean, you're not going to get him watching Salford.
What about that knee bar, mate? That knee bar.
Well, I spoke to him and I'm like, you okay?
He's in the
You
gym
all-
yesterday, hobbling around.
So yeah, for those not aware, Mo wins his last fight. The guy basically broke his knee, and Mo just goes, "Well, what am I going to do? Tap?"
No, but
Yeah, that's usually what people do. Yeah,
it was really bad though.
it was bad.
No, it was like-
knees aren't meant to bend that way.
Like, you know, your leg goes like that. His went like his toe was basically touching his nose.
Oh no.
Yeah.
And then got out of it and battered him.
And subbed him straight away. The Brazilians looking at him like, what is this guy?
I messaged him and I was like, "What?" He goes, "Mate, I heard about 6 or 7 cracks in my knee, and I was thinking I'm in trouble here." And then beat him. And
That's different
no
levels.
one wants to fight him.
And I wonder why.
Yeah, exactly. Built different.
Do you know what I mean?
He's had a couple of close ones lately.
No, he has.
Joey
He has. He's going to the elite levels now, and it's starting to show because obviously his level, and when you get into the UFC top 10, top 15 of the world, mate, everybody's as good as you. So it's like a lot of things come into factor. The weight cut, the day, you know, how was your camp? Are you fatigued?
Mindset's bulletproof with him, knowing it.
Yeah. He's when he's done the amateur route, he did it the right way. He did it all the way through amateur, all the way through pro, built himself up.
I think he's more than 29-0, you know.
Is it more?
Let me have a look.
Someone's asking, James asks, how many times has Brendan fought Mo in sparring?
Loads.
And what was the outcome?
He's a flyweight though. He's
Right,
like
so-
4 weight division,
Like, a lot of
3 weight divisions below.
below you. Right.
Yeah, but I was
But he
training
still
with him
ended up on your
yesterday.
fucking back a few times.
Yeah, I was training with him yesterday. He's He's hobbling around the gym, mate, and saying, "Go home, lad."
35 straight wins.
35 now.
Not bad, that is it.
Two-time world, 5-time European champion, 6-time British champion.
Wow.
What, he's about 22?
Yeah. 22 just
That's
turned.
ridiculous.
No, it is.
He's
No,
a-
it's
he's a
ridiculous.
joke.
Like, come on.
He needs to be getting more love, though, doesn't he?
Yeah.
And he needs to be the Paddy level of Manchester, really, doesn't he? Like, let's have it right.
He should.
How impressive his resume is.
He is Khabib level dominant
Yeah,
from Manchester.
exactly.
And he's more exciting than Khabib because Khabib didn't really take risks.
Never.
He just shut you down, game over.
Yeah.
Mo's actually quite exciting
Yeah,
in a
he is.
similar kind of style.
He taunts a bit, he
Oh,
gets the
chat-
crowd
yeah,
going.
chats
He can chat shit as well, like a
Really?
proper man, can't he?
He's been here too long, hasn't he? So like
Where's he
Dagestani's
come
like
from?
quite respectful.
From Dagestan.
Right, okay.
But speaks mank. Mad. Isn't it?
And chat shit. So I was watching him for the world title in IMAF, and I think he fought an Italian in the semi-final, and the Italians was giving him shit as he's in the final against a Japanese guy. So he's like dealing with this Japanese guy who he's fought in a final before. So this Japanese guy's
Yeah.
like second only to
poor
Mo,
cunt.
and Mo's in the middle of dealing with him. Talking smack to the Italian team
Mate.
behind the cage.
Yeah.
He's just in like.
Yeah, we need to get him on it. And you need to make sure he becomes a United fan.
Well, he's back now. He's fully back here for a bit now because of his
Yeah.
injury and that. So
Yeah.
he's nursing it here. So he's only down the road. And
We had a game, during it kicked off when we played De La Salle a few weeks ago.
Yeah, I remember you telling me
They
about it.
don't
did
know.
it go off? Yeah.
They don't know
Yeah,
how
yeah.
lucky they were. Because you know who's in the crowd?
Who?
Mo.
Did he come watch?
He come watching.
Did he actually?
He's hooded up, right? Masked up and that. And he's like, who do you want me to fuck up?
Mate, that's...
He talks quite...
Why? What went on?
Mate,
It just
you
went off.
Is he coming to watch your games and that? Go on, Mo. Love that.
So I'm like, did he not know how lucky they are? They got one of the hardest men in the world.
Yeah. Just sat there.
Just going,
ballied up.
which one am I fucking up?
Yeah,
And he
yeah.
had this other big Dagestani guy with him that was about 8'5". Just
Definitely can wrestle.
yeah, definitely. Can't get an earbud in his ear, but can absolutely wrestle the living fuck out of you.
That could have
And
gone
I'm
a
just
lot worse
thinking,
than
I was
how it
like,
ended
Mo,
up.
don't worry about it. And my dad's going, is that my calf? And I'm like, yeah. He said he just asked me which one we won't fucking up.
Where's your own pitch now then?
We've been playing in
Oh, I wish I'd
Wivenshaw.
have known. I would have come, mate. Come
We've
and
been playing
leave.
in Wivenshaw. But,
Oh, you've been playing at Wivensshaw's home ground?
no, in Wivenshaw at
Oh,
fucking
okay.
school.
Oh, God,
We
you're
should
playing
be in a
against them?
stadium. We should be in a
The
stadium.
Wivenshaw boys, yeah.
Well, we are the Wivenshaw lot, really.
Oh, are you?
Yeah. we've
Oh,
been
that was your
playing
home
all
ground
over.
then?
Yeah.
Oh, okay. You was that thingy? What ground was you at before?
Droylsden.
Droylsden, that's it. What happened?
I'll tell you off air.
Oh, one of them ones.
There's a lot going on off there here, isn't there?
We're going to have a great chat off there.
Tell you what, yeah, we might have to cut this short so we can get to the juicy stuff.
Oh, no, that was what I was asking about.
Go on.
It wasn't Mo I meant to ask you
Go on.
about. No, you told me about another kid, Dagestani, grown up in Manchester.
Oh, Ibra. Brilliant.
So his brother's playing for United.
I know.
What a talented little
Is
family that
it?
is.
Is he good?
Yeah. I think one's at City, one's at United.
Fuck off.
One's going to be the UFC champion.
So one's at City as well. I didn't
Yeah.
know he had a City brother.
Yeah.
I only ever see the United one.
Yeah. He's got another brother at City,
Fuck
apparently.
me.
So
Very,
what's
very, very,
what's he called?
very, very
It's called
talented.
Ibra?
Ibrahimov. No, talented young man. Keep your eye out for him. He's been one of my main sparring partners for the last couple of camps.
And he's what, about 16?
I think he's like 19,
Or is he a bit older?
18, 19. But he's Mohammed's best mate as well. You know what? I love them two together because they're dead close. He always supports him. He's always posting stuff about each other. And you can just see the bond that they've got. They come from the same city in Dagestan. And they're
No,
both
both living
just
in Manchester.
two young lads that have
Just
just
going to
made it.
go on a fucking tear through everything.
Yeah, no, he's really fucking good, Ibra, bro. Like he's the next Mo. He really is, and like we're lucky to even have him here, really. Do you know what I mean? We really are. Claim him as Manx. Do you know what I mean? We'll take anything we can get right now, won't we, boys? You know what I mean? The Daggy Manx.
Yeah.
We'll take him.
Fucking hell. I mean, we know it's like when we used to wrestle at the Y. It's
I'm going there tomorrow, actually.
Oh,
Yeah.
Get
I've
shouted
not
at
been
in
for
Iranian.
years. Dale messaged me and he went, any chance you can bring it down for the young kids? You know, there's a kids class that's on before ours. He said, they've all been asking about you and that, so I'm going to bring the belt down on that tomorrow, but that'll be good because I've not been for about 5 years or something. Do you know what I mean?
Used to go and have like square Iranians shouting, just shouting at you. I don't know what they're saying. I'm just going to move. I'm just going to keep moving.
You think as well, that you used to come there, didn't you? Yeah.
Scary place.
Nah.
It is.
Fucking if you think that's scary, mate, stay away from Tiger Muay Thai. Jesus.
Well, yeah, of course. But
Wow.
yeah, that was a.
I was training with Chamay about there. That was interesting.
And he got about 4 stone on you.
Yeah. Well, no, I wasn't particularly training with him, but his team and his actual circle, mate, wow, they're all the same as him. And they're just absolute regimented, walk in. He's running it, he's telling everyone what to do. This Chimaev is probably the scariest fighter in the world right now, and let's have it right. And but what I was surprised about with Chimaev is what a lovely guy, mate. What like obviously you'd think he's alright, but like lovely guy, like.
But alright, how many top level MMA fighters you know that are knobheads?
Yeah, true.
There's not that
Colby
many.
Covington.
That's a top level.
It's so isn't He's not bad.
Right. He's alright.
So yeah, no, I was really surprised.
It's not
mate.
the norm though, is
Lovely.
it?
Hey, no, is it? Because you know why I say it? Like MMA fighters, why they're humble is because we get humbled every day. We get our ass kicked, mate. So how can you have an ego when you're getting absolutely levered on a daily basis, or you're getting run into the ground training? You know your limits, and most of them you'll meet are the most placid, you know, down to earth guys that you will meet because like we come from nothing.
Yeah.
We train our ass off all day. We've had our ass handed to us. We've been knocked out. We've been battered. So like we know exactly what human capabilities are. Whereas some people don't. You'll be surprised how much a normal human thinks they can actually fight.
Oh no,
No,
I'm online, mate. I know.
How scary is it? How scary is it though? And the confidence levels of someone who can't throw a punch.
Yeah.
And I'm thinking, mate, do you have any idea whatsoever?
Well, look at Mo. What is he, about
No,
8.5 stone?
Yeah, I know.
8.5, 9 stone. He'll put you on your head.
I know, literally.
He'll put you on your head.
Turn you upside down and break your neck.
You could be Tyson Fury size. He's going to put you on your head.
Yeah, serious. So yeah,
And then he'll probably apologise after it.
training with them lot's been an eye opener, and I love training. That's why I'm going back there, fly back there Monday, because you will not find more intense guys, regimented. They're up every morning. There's no mithering about, oh, I'm a bit tired today, I'm a bit sore. They would look at you like, what? The sparring's intense, and like, since I've surrounded myself with this type of training, look at where I've gone to. And now I fought Wade and Bubba back-to-back 2 world-level wrestlers. I didn't get one takedown between them in either fight. So now it's like starting to pay off now.
Well, I said to you this up there. I was worried about the Bubba one.
Yeah.
Because of how high level his wrestling was. And you often do see, certainly that sort of freestyle wrestling kind of thing can dictate a fight.
Yeah.
And that was the whole thing with Wade as well. Is like this, suppose, was he D1 wrestler or something?
Yeah.
And it just had fucking zero effect whatsoever.
I think now I've developed this little style where for 15 years people have just been trying to take me down. That's all they've been trying to do. So for me, I'm like so used to it now.
Well, training with the like of Mo and that.
Yeah. No,
And
just
even the guys in San Diego.
Yeah.
Serious wrestling.
Big wrestlers, yeah. So can you imagine that I know that all they want to do is get me to the ground, and their heart goes from that to that when they can't, and then it goes to that, then it goes to that, then it goes about the size of a pea, and then they get knocked out. And that's just usually what it is. And I watch them break after every defence. Every time I defend one, defend two, defend 3, 4, 5.
Are you chatting shit to them as well when they miss?
Yeah, big time. I was like, ooh, you're breathing heavy now because you breathe heavy. You know what it's like. You've been there. When you try to take someone out and you don't, mate, how horrible is it?
It's a lot.
Brendan, I think your mic wires come out.
Oh, yeah,
bro,
there we
so
go.
it's just a bit low.
Playing with it, that's the ADHD.
It's all right. So we had a question for you, Brendan. Liam Dunn says, what does Brendan think about Till coming out of UFC to box? Is this
Good mates, aren't you?
Yeah, I think
Till.
it's a great move personally
Yeah.
because there's millions and millions and millions of dollars in this.
Isn't he kicking off with Carl Froch?
Everyone.
He's funny on Twitter.
Rocky Fielding.
He's funny on
Carl
Twitter, Darren
Froch.
Till.
Tommy Fury. He went at every single one of them last week, didn't he? Did you see it?
To be fair, I think I'm backing Darren Till.
Carl Froch.
Not Froch, maybe, but I think
Why?
Tommy Fury, I think I would. I think Till beats Fury.
No, definitely no, but why not Froch?
He's got the age, hasn't he, on his side. When the fuck did Froch retire?
Got to be a few years ago
That's
now.
what I
Only
mean,
after
all
the
time ago.
Groves fight, well, not long after that.
Yeah, that was
the second one.
long
When
time
was that?
ago.
How old is he?
Froch, he's 45.
Nah, Till batters him, lad.
And his last fight was Groves. Bro, it was
2014,
9 years
10
ago. He's not 49 years.
Exactly.
So
Till runs through him.
And Till's got
Young
what?
gorilla.
Till's 30. I mean, 45.
Yeah,
It's a bit of a stretch.
45, mate.
Yeah,
And what's he been doing? What's he been doing? Has he been in the gym?
I have no idea what he's been doing. Who's
Yeah.
putting the dough up for that? Is it big dough on it?
Well, it's not signed. Nothing's in paper. But he basically, it's just like
Dad's just trying to fucking
these are the guys I want to fight. And I call
post it
them
out
up.
to anyone.
Yeah.
He tweeted yesterday, I really hate Carl Froch's guts. And obviously tagged him in that as well, just to make sure he got it.
Hill's fucking hilarious.
No, how funny is he, bro?
He's
Honestly,
off his fucking head.
I just did a camp with him then. I'm just laughing all day. His one-liners are like, you know what Scousers are like anyway.
He's
They've
like
got
your
good-
knobhead mate that's not meant to be famous.
Yeah.
Like, he shouldn't be famous because he's off his head. He's legitimately like...
No, he's so funny, bro.
Mate.
Honestly, he'll come out with stuff when we're out and that or for training. One-liners, I'll be like, where did you even get that from? Do you know what I mean? When someone's naturally just
The
absolutely...
story's mental, though,
I
isn't
know.
it? So he gets knifed. Was it knifed or screwdriver?
Yeah,
Fucking nuts like that when he's about 18.
What
And then
was that,
he got stabbed.
Go on, give
it was
it.
either with a knife or a screwdriver.
Right, okay.
And he's like, all right, this isn't very conducive to a long life.
I
So
know.
I'm going to fuck off to Brazil
Yeah.
and learn jiu-jitsu from Brazilians in Rio de Janeiro. The guy can't even speak English. So how the fuck he got on?
Landed in the
fucking-
favelas, blue-eyed
Yeah, it
Scouser.
says here he dropped out of school at 14 to focus on sport. Just like that.
On his own, mate, in the
Just
favelas.
fucked off to Brazil.
Had a kid,
Yeah.
come back, speaks fluent Brazilian, Portuguese.
Yeah, he was stabbed twice in the back after confronting a large group of men at a party. Mate, the knife missed his main artery by a millimetre.
Wow.
So,
And I've just fucked off to Brazil.
and then
Learn how
yeah,
to strangle dudes.
and he's now calling out Carl Froch on Twitter, and he's called him a little sausage.
No,
as
no,
well.
go down to the call out. Go down to the call out though. Watch how funny this is. I read it and I knew exactly. I was just laughing, man.
So Carl Froch has tweeted us, got this comment here saying, so he's given the Cobra some beef and he's never boxed. What's going on? Does he not like being alive? Does he not like breathing? So Darren Sills quoted that and says, little sausage of a thing, fucking wrap you up.
No, but he would though. If you're talking about a real fight, don't say you're gonna. A real fight's different, isn't it?
Yeah.
One good low kick, mate.
And he's also
Darren Till's changed his profile
pictures
picture to Carl Froch. You see, do you want to talking about it being different when you chat shit? Can you imagine having to come up against Darren Till with the shit he's going to say
It's
about
game
you?
over, bro.
Yeah, Matthew Coward's saying.
No, get the
Is it
the
the I
actual.
don't care speech? Is that the one?
No, there's one where he's caught with the first call out. Don't tell him he's deleted it.
So he's calling out Froch. Is this? Right,
it
Where he
Is it a
first
tweet?
calls him out,
Is
it's
it
a
a
tweet.
tweet?
It's fucking hilarious. Read it out.
let me have a look now. I'm just trying to find it.
Had a few pints, mate, and then I could tell he had a few pints by the way the fucking thing was written.
What do you mean like 2-3 weeks ago?
Hey, yeah.
Oh, yeah, I found
I
it.
was in him on the
So,
weekend this weekend.
I'm going to have to be careful here because this gets clipped up and it makes it look like I'm saying this.
Say it. Call
So
him back.
Darren Till wrote, Carl Froch is a long-nosed twat. Rocky Fielding is a big lanky shithouse. Tommy Fury is a fat fucking Jews head. And Joe Joyce is a fat miserable see you next Tuesday. And I've edited that. All can get it. Let's go trolls. Fucking shithouses. So yeah, he's
Who's that? He's tweeting that there. Leave Froch, our City would love this one, and he's just replied to him, shut up, you bum. As it happens, I'm looking for sparring partners. You fit the bill nicely, £20 a round. Text Joe.
this guy.
That's Rocky Fielding.
Mate, this guy don't care.
No, he doesn't. No,
Like,
he doesn't, bro.
It's obvious here. Do you know what I mean?
He's been kicked off Instagram about 9 times. He's not got an Instagram account.
Mate,
They keep kicking him off because of what the shit he puts on.
He is literally one of the mates in the group chat that's
Yeah.
not meant to be famous because you're
Yeah,
just
yeah.
unhinged.
Yeah, unhinged.
Yeah, he's funny, Darren Till.
yeah, so you think he'll be all right? He'll do all right boxing then.
No, I do. I'm glad he's boxing. I really am. A couple of reasons. He's got a knackered knees, so wrestling's not the best at the minute. I just think with his style, it suits him more. He's back at home now at the Rotunda with Beefy and that, so he's training there. You know, he don't have to be away for camps anymore because he's got one of the best boxing gyms in the country on his doorstep, which he's lucky for. So he's in with all them, gets to be with his family, and I just think just turned 30. He's got 5-6 years at the top still.
He could do bits.
Yeah, exactly. And his name, and he's funny. And
Well,
like,
he'll sell, won't he? Because that alone,
Yeah,
that
that's
alone
like,
there is-
that's what he won in it. That's what people buy.
and he's not
into, you know
scared
what I mean?
to put
And
anything
obviously
online.
not- he's not bothered, is he?
with the way some of these like YouTube call-offs, like, hang on, I have to back up. Didn't you nearly fucking get one of these?
What?
Who was you meant to be fighting?
Malinaja.
No, it wasn't that one. There wasn't there an absolutely bonkers one recently, very recently. Oh fuck me, who is it? Was it Mayweather?
Oh yeah, I got a call. Yeah. I told you. Didn't I? Yeah.
Oh yeah. I forgot about.
Forgot about Mayweather.
Yeah.
I got a call. He was supposed to fight Liam Harrison, wasn't he? Supposed to fight Liam Harrison in Leeds.
Can you imagine how that went down if it was kickboxing? Oh my god.
No, it wasn't kickboxing.
No, but can you imagine if that was kickboxing?
Yeah, I would have got my ass handed to me, but I was up for it. Do you know what I mean?
Oh my god.
Well, basically,
Have you ever met a more intense person in your fucking life than him? Harrison.
I don't think he's intense.
Really? Do you not watch his fucking videos?
Why? Where'd you meet him?
Have you seen his videos on Instagram?
What, like the instructionals?
Have you not seen him on the pads and stuff? Just
Oh yeah, the way he hits pads and the way he trains, but not as a person.
no, I think he's quite funny. I think he's pretty chill. I think he'd be a great podcast guy. Actually,
He has got one.
I've got a question for you, but go on,
Yeah, go on.
tell us what happened about the
in
Mayweather.
terms of
so
training,
anyway.
what a fucking intense kind of.
No, but Muay Thai is though, innit? So basically, I get a call. It's like 3 weeks away from my first fight at the PFL. Oh, no, sorry, no, the PFL weren't even announced yet. It was like 3 weeks until the fight. I was in town. I was fit anyway. And they rang me up. Darren Russell's rang me up and gone, yes, lad, what's happening? He said, fucking Aaron Chalmers. No, Liam Harrison's torn his knee. We need someone for Floyd Mayweather. Yeah, I went, right. And then they told me the purse. I went, right, well, that's going to have to get upped. And I was like, well, yeah, I'm up for it. And they said, right, well, we've sent him over 3 names now. It was me, Aaron Chalmers, and Deadji. So, he picked Aaron Chalmers, basically. He was like, yeah, I'll fight Aaron Chalmers, mate. And like, fuck this little fucking mank here that's coming at me. That means I would have given him a fight. Yeah, you might have lost, but I was going to give it him, mate. Do you know what I mean? I wouldn't have gone lying down.
So speaking of Darren Russell, read that out.
Out
So
loud.
he texted me 3 weeks ago.
Why not?
Well,
Is this for broadcasting purposes?
read it
Because
out.
it doesn't make great telly for everyone watching.
Want to scrap a City fan boxing at Wembley the night before the semi-final? So it was the same show?
oh, this would have been this week, next Saturday. This
Oh,
week.
okay.
So I put not really.
So what's
I'm
this?
going to have to
Was there
put
a
my
pull-out?
entire life. I don't know. So I'll read the whole message out. So he goes, do you want to scrap a City fan boxing at Wembley the night before the semi-finals? I put not really. And he put ha 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 ha. And I put make it Tommy Fury money and I'll put on a better show. And he said, that's fair. Tommy wanted, I'm not going to read out what he wanted. That much. I just don't think he did. It's missing zeros, isn't it, that?
Are you fucking mad? You won't
So I
get out of
said,
bed for
who's
that.
a City fan? I'm not going to read out what I put.
Who's a City fan?
Don't read that
Don't
out.
read that out.
Don't read that out.
I can't... Oh, God, yeah.
So he said, not arranged that side, came up with the idea 10 minutes ago, Crawler in one corner, Hatton in the other.
All right.
So I said, that's not the worst idea. I said, can you make it MMA rules? And he went, no. And I said, unofficially. And he went, maybe kickboxing. And he said, imagine a lot of fans either side, hell of an atmosphere. I said, I can't strike, but I said I could wet blanket the fuck out of someone. And then he put Dagestani, and I went, yeah, I'll even shave my top lip. But I don't think it's a goer.
No,
It's tomorrow night, so I don't think it's a goer.
That'd go right off as well. that would go. It'll
But
go.
yeah, so
It'll go off in the final
So
if we
Darren
play them in the
Russell,
final.
who, shout out to Daz.
Yeah, go
What
on,
a
Daz.
lad.
He's always thinking
Who's,
of me. He's trying to give me Mayweather and him City fans. I like how he thinks outside the box.
I like how he goes,
One
I know
extreme to the
fucking-
other. Like,
I know who's picking the phone
Or
up.
just,
Yeah,
I like that
exactly.
as well. Which City fan? Any? I'll find one. Don't worry about it. It'll be a laugh.
It's not important.
Got a question for you, Brendan, from
Yeah.
Chris C. Says, has Brendan ever sparred with Liam Harrison? Plus, would he be interested in doing a seminar at my old club in North Wales, Thomas Ty, at toe-to-toe boxing?
First question is no, I haven't ever sparred him. I was actually offered to fight him once. What's he called? Darren Morris rang me up and said, yeah, got something here for you. Do you want to fight Liam Harrison in MMA gloves? And I was like, the purse was all right. I went, talk to me about numbers, he said, and I was like, yeah, that could work for me. PFL just shut it straight down. No, it's not. I'm in contract, but, I really, really like Liam. He's a great guy. We always chat online and that. Very talented. He's probably one of the best online instructional coaches I've seen. How good is he, mate? He breaks the techniques down.
Not just that. I think from an intensity point of view, I think everyone could learn how to approach training. Now, whether you're training for a marathon, whether you're just going to the gym just to lose a bit of timber, whether you're training football, if you look at how aggressive he is in training, I've never seen anything like it. It's honestly, it's weird. Like, he ain't roofed in right. There's some darkness.
He's lived in Thailand. He's fought 100 to Muay Thai fights. When you're at that level now, you just...
But I like how he speaks as well. He's an intelligent guy, fucking terrifyingly intense on the pads. But I like him, mate.
Very impressive, and I like him a lot. And for the second one, no seminars just yet. Still flat out.
Yeah.
Flying back to Thailand on Monday for training camp. So literally now, I've not seen my gaff or my mum or anyone since November last year.
Really?
That's how busy I am. I've literally come home, just said hello to everyone, did a few sessions with my coach back here, and said, right, I'll see you in Atlanta. Off to train again. My life now is a massive whirlwind, mate. Like last week, I counted it. I was in 4 cities in 8 days. 4 cities in 8 days, mate.
Hell.
Yeah, so I went from the fight to LA to Miami, Miami to Manchester. Settled there like 10 days now. And that's me off again on Monday. But you know, it's very short window fighting. It is, and it's
Not in that short a window.
True. Yeah, I've been around forever. But the thing is now that the belts and took me all this time to get to this point now, so I try and really immerse myself in it and like try and live every moment, like, because one day I'll be 50 in the pub drinking pints with you, telling, remember them days, you know what I mean? So I really try.
Tell everyone he used to fight again.
Yeah. I already do that. I already do that now. I do all my mates' headings at all the after parties. Like, Brendan on about he's fighting again. Yeah. I'm that guy in the corner, so fuck knows when I'm 50.
Like everyone you're talking about, you're always talking about going abroad. You've been abroad a lot. Is that something you feel like you have to do? Is that the way forward? Like,
not necessarily, no.
Because
you
you
really
notice
don't.
every time you're talking about, you're going, you know, you went over to Thailand.
That's what you think about when you retire. Open up a fucking mega gym here, maybe.
Look at Leon Edwards. Leon Edwards has done it all from Birmingham. He's a world champion, do you know what I mean? So, no, you don't. But for me, I like it because I'm secluded. We was chatting about this off air. It's like, I like to be on my own and like proper secluded next to the gym. Even stuff like...
The law of menagerie is strong with this one.
Yeah. And like even the trivial things like driving to the gym, sometimes in Manchester can be 45, 50 minutes. And that's 50 minutes you've just missed. Like, if I'm next to the gym, that's 1 minute to the gym. I can do an extra hour in there now that I don't have to sit in my car fucking knackered driving home. I know it sounds like a little thing, but when you get into the nitty gritty and world title level and the level of opponents are through the roof. Another thing what's massively beneficial is A, the heat, and B, okay, so I'm fighting a 6 foot southpaw next, maybe. Do you know what I mean? Like, that's a guy that's been thrown around. So I'm thinking, all right, mate, in Thailand, there's about 30 6 foot southpaws to choose from. Here, you might have to ring someone in Rochdale and he might not be that good. And come on, but it's just world-class guys on your doorstep.
There's got to be a guy in the gym already that you can just go and tap on the shoulder.
Ready. And because I've been there so long, the coaches will take him to one side, right, mate, you need to come and do this sort of thing. And I've kind of got it like that now. So, if anything, it's just for my own brain. I could easily stay here and win this belt over and over and over again. I've got great training here. But I like to know when the cage door shuts on that night, I've done absolutely everything. And if it means getting away and sacrificing freedom, really. Like, there is no freedom now. You're just training all day. Although it's good, it's great. I'm 34 this year, mate. Do you know what I mean? I'm not a young kid anymore that enjoys... Yeah, I'm in Thailand. It's just like, I proper treat it as like, right, this is a job now. And this is uber focused. I'm going to lock this cage on the night and know that when it shuts, I've done absolutely everything. And
I think that's important, mate.
Very important, mate. Imagine I was here and I was taking a few evenings off because I was sat with my mates and that. And then by the time you get in there, you're thinking... And when the doubt creeps in, I can see it in fighters. I can feel it when I'm fighting them.
Well, look at the likes of Johnny Ruiz, trained like a demon, wins a belt, and then it's like afterwards, he's like, I've just basically been smashing fucking tacos and going on the piss.
Put on what? How much weight for the next one? And you know that's sad, that, because I can feel his pain and I know where he's coming from, because I told myself I was retiring after this. I said to myself, I
didn't want to bring it up, right, because we did have a conversation. I think the plan about 18 months ago was win that. Done. Probably a couple of like big ticket fights, like Joe selected ones, where there's a bit of pay-per-view on it, and maybe some people you'd like to test yourself against, but probably be done by the end of this year. Yeah. And then, so what changed?
A lot, mate. I'll tell you what changed.
When that $1 million check hit your bank, you went,
No, not even that. Not even that. So what happened was, I promised myself, I promised my family, promised my mum, promised my girlfriend, promised everyone around me that when I get this, I'll be done. So everyone was ready for that moment. And I told them it was done. And in my head, I was done. And I put it to one side. And I was like, right, time to be a normal human being again. Let's just get into society and do a 9 to 5 or whatever. And then after I'd say about 3 weeks, I was like scratching, mate. Like, I had no injuries from the fight, so I was just like, well, Then I did the whole of December, didn't train a day in December, and that's not me. Do you know what I mean? I just don't not train. And then like, towards the end of December, I was like, it just like, I can relate to what Tyson Fury was on about, mate. You know when he got all the belts and he fell off the rails and did a 3-year bender, right? That's something, right? Yeah. And I was like, wow, how can he say he's depressed when he's got everything he ever wanted? Mate, I know what they're on about now. I was chatting to Scott Quigg in the gym the other day. I was chatting to all these people. And I've got a mind coach now who I chat to, and there's an actual name for it, Summit Syndrome, where you've put something in your head that you want it that bad that you'll die for it. Then you get it, and then it's just the weirdest feeling. It's like...
Well, people need purpose. Blokes,
yeah.
Blokes need a purpose. Like, I know about... There's people who have been depressed and ill and this, that and the other, and then like... their land's been invaded, or there's been a war breakout, or things like that have happened, and they find a purpose doing the maddest shit because it's a purpose.
Without purpose, you're nothing.
You got to have something that you're striving for, and even if you don't get it, actually, sometimes that's better to not get it.
Well, look how that was a 15-year journey. 15 years, mate. Like not even like a goal that you set that's to be a doctor or anything, or pilot's less than that. Do you know what I mean?
Some of these gyms stink.
Yeah.
That gaff that we used to train at in Stockport.
Yeah, mate, I've been through the mill.
Sweat.
So then to get it,
years off,
and then put it on the mantelpiece and look at it and go, yeah, I thought I was going to get a bit more of a buzz out of this, to be honest. And then I was like, right, what now? And then it's like, right, okay, well, I'm still physically at my prime. I'm still obviously getting better. If that was like an hard fight, I'd get dropped and then like, I'd be like, all right, well, you're losing a few brain cells now. If I was taking mass amount of damage, then it'd be like, right, well, you know, but no, I'm flying through fights at the minute.
Yeah.
Battered Wade, battered Bubba, battered Marlon. So it's like, what? Just stop now while you're absolutely flying. Like,
if you did as well, then what would happen is you'd probably go and have 2 years off, not train.
Exactly.
Try and train because you've not scratched the itch completely. Like, sometimes it's almost better to go out like that and with getting your ass handed to you, and then you know, don't you? You go, okay, it was done. It was over.
Mate, well...
Going out on the top's actually probably going to leave doubt.
It can. Yeah, I don't think you possibly can, bro. And that's why when I see guys like Calzaghe and that, I think, how the fuck did you call it a day?
He must have some demons.
Yeah.
Because, like, he just walk away.
How bad is that? He must have demons, but he retired undefeated.
Yeah.
What are we even talking about? Mayweather?
Because he must have been sitting there going, I'd beat him.
Yeah.
Definitely beat him. Could have got to, like, 65 or no.
Especially when you see the money flying around as well.
Yeah, but then what? Then what? Where does it end?
That's it, yeah. That's why I almost think it's better to have the lights shut off, figuratively and literally, and go, okay.
I can relate to Kell Brooks. She is interviewed the other day.
Yeah.
I just completely lost me. I felt like I died.
Yeah.
And I'm listening to. I'm not at their level. I'm really not.
I almost don't want to talk to you about what you're going to do afterwards because I don't want it in your head.
Yeah. No. You can't have 1 foot out. You can't even have a toe out.
Yeah,
if I put a toe out of that door, now I'm all the way out.
Yeah.
Do you know what I mean? So when I did have my full body out, I realised that I wasn't ready. Do you know what I mean? And when I am ready,
and that's only a month.
No, but what I am happy about is now that I've identified it early. Whereas, imagine getting thrown out. Like basically, like shut the door. That you're out there. There's the real world. I've actually said to myself that I'm not. So I felt it for a month. So now I know what's coming. Do you know what I mean? So now I can half like, oh right, that's what it's going to feel like.
Are you putting a time or a number of fights, or are you just going to take it every season and call it?
Well, do you know Marlon? Yeah, the pressure was completely off. In my head, I thought, I've got the dough, got the belt. If it all ended today, I'd be happy with my career, and not many people can say that. So I thought, the pressure's off with Marlon. What happens, happens. And I just absolutely ran through with my best performance ever because the pressure's gone now.
Right, okay.
I don't feel the pressure anymore. I've achieved what I wanted to achieve. So now it's like, wow, what? I can keep going now. And it's like, now I just get in there and like, there's no like, oh, it's $1 million. I'm like, I've already fought for $1 million. The pressure don't get higher than that. I fought in front of 6,000 with Wade and I've done all the hard stuff now. So now I've just armoured my mind to the point where I just feel, yeah, this is just another day in the office now. As mad as it sounds.
I don't know if that's a good thing. I think you still want to be nervous.
No, I'm definitely nervous. I still get all the pre-fight stuff and my routine's just so regimented now because I've had so many fights that doesn't change. And I was worried that it would change. And I was worried, like, am I going to get nervous anymore? Or am I going to get too nervous? Because now I've got it and then everyone wants it off you. But it felt the exact same. If anything, it felt better because the pressure was off. And I mean, what I mean by the pressure off, the pressure's always on. I was the main event. I was on billboards around Vegas, everywhere. The pressure was doubled, but the actual, my mechanisms of coping with these now are 1,000,000 times better than before this because I always say to people, yeah, put yourself in this position. Imagine going to sleep the night before a fight, yeah? You're going to wake up tomorrow, you'll either be a millionaire or you'll have 50 grand. So you'll break even for your training camp or you'll have $1 million. Does it get any more pressure than that? No. But, like, people say to you in primary school, remember when you used to go, what would you do for £1 million? Yeah? That's literally how I felt. I'm walking in the cage, I'm thinking, right, they're locking this door. Me and him are going to fight. One of them's going to walk out with $1 million. One's going to get 50 grand. You tell me in life, does pressure get any more than that? Yeah. No, it doesn't. So for me, that's already, I've ticked that now. I'll just feel indestructible. I feel like bulletproof now, sort of thing.
My only concern is where's the drive? Because sometimes that pressure, that desire to achieve is the fuel to get there. And is it still there for a second season?
3 hours I just did in champs camp. People ask me, go home, mate. Why are you still here? You don't need to be here. I don't know what it is inside, mate. Clearly wasn't that. Clearly wasn't money.
Well, that's cool.
Whatever it was.
If it's not that, then we're happy.
What is it though? Am I just an absolute lunatic that's going to end up in the cage forever? Like, well, I feel like I'm in that. Do you remember that fucking series on Netflix where, what is it called now? Black Broken Mirror.
Oh yeah,
I feel like I'm in an episode of that, mate, and I'm just in the cage for the rest of my life.
While we used to train together, Brendan went to Mali Ronaldo, right?
Yeah, Mali is a good shout.
It was Mali, wasn't it?
Malia.
Yeah, in Crete.
Fuck me. So, at the time, you must have been 5-6-0, something like that.
I think less. I think it was 2-0 something. Yeah.
So, do you like they have a big fat bully basically, don't they, in a cage?
Yeah.
And they like, you can go in there, is it like €100 or something like that?
Yeah,
You
to
go fight him.
No. It wasn't like that. It was a bit more fingered than that. So I went there, and it was like an actual professional show.
Right.
Like,
No way was it?
No, it wasn't. No, listen.
This is in Malia?
No, listen, it was a
Right.
professional show that was on the beach, but the level wasn't the best. Do you know what I mean?
Right,
But there was one guy that was good, this Pitbull guy, apparently. I've ended up there pissed up on holiday, and then ended up fighting this guy. Yeah, as you do.
I think he's over-egging it here. I think that there's like a little thing of where they get pissed up Brits, and they go, €100 a go, there's a gum shield and some shorts.
Mate, I never even. I worked in Mali. I never even.
Come and get tuned up.
Years ago.
What was you on the thing?
Come and get tuned up by Stavros here.
Yeah.
Like,
Pitbull Stavros, I thought.
Yeah. How did that go?
Great. It was an hard first round, put it that way.
yeah, he had about 9 stone on him.
I had no gum shield in, and I had a pair of pink beach shorts on. Yeah. So if you can't take the fight out of me, mate, like, I can't even go for a piss up at a fight without fighting.
Pritesh Patel says, easy now, let's go, champ, up the Paddock. Loads of people are just saying, loving this live stream, loving listening to this chat. Yeah, just loads of love, really, Brendan. It's always good to have you on here, man. It's first time been on the Brew. Been on this.
Yeah,
you guys used to do the podcast together, didn't you?
Yeah.
We did, mate. And
but then they decided
we're trying to figure out a way.
Manchester no more.
Mate.
It's called Fighting Out of Manchester, and this fucker was everywhere but Manchester.
Yeah, that was the problem.
Where are you now? San Diego.
What part of Manchester are you from?
I live in Witherton.
Witherton.
Yeah.
Okay.
Still there now.
Wasn't it like a little triangle? It was like you, Jesse, Marcus, all in one spot.
Yeah, pretty much.
Really?
Yeah. Like.
Is it Button Lane?
No, Goulburn Avenue.
Right.
So around the corner, that's where Louis and Roy were, and then Marcus used to always go to literally next door. Marcus and Dwayne would go there to Chris Morgan's house. So yeah, we was all just was playing headers and volleys in the garden, mate. All that back in the day. Red Arse. Remember Red Arse?
Yeah.
Oh, it was fucking great.
2 lads who went and played for United in England.
Yeah, yeah. You might have heard of them.
Yeah, they did all right, didn't they? Right. We're going to wrap up there. Thanks everyone who got involved. Thanks Brendan coming on. Brendan, what's next on the agenda?
June 8th, Atlanta. You can watch it on DAZN. I'll be taking part in my second regular season fight to get to the semi-finals and to bring another one of these back to Manny. That's the goal.
Yes, definitely.
One for each shoulder.
Yes, lad. Yeah. Champ status.
What are you up to this weekend? Have you got a game?
Yeah, we need to fucking win a game, Jay. It's absolutely, the wheels are fell right
I don't
off.
like asking anymore.
Yeah, we could do it winning.
How's it going bad, yeah?
We had basically 2 players getting a goal a game each, and they both left.
Why?
One's been taken to a Welsh Prem team.
Oh, nice.
And, one's just had some personal stuff where he's had to call it a day, but missing them in a big way. So it's affected results a little bit. But we're in it for the long haul.
Exactly.
So
I'm glad you're still doing it, mate. I remember when you first started that. I really do. So how many years now?
This is our third season, second full season because of COVID and that. But
You went up the first season, didn't you?
yeah,
Got
and
promoted.
We got promoted after we applied to this league because it was a higher level.
Okay.
We should have got promoted this season. We was clearly good enough, but we're not gonna. So we fucked it.
Why? Where you at now in the league?
Pure mid-table.
Okay.
Pure
Is it a
mid-table.
tough league though?
No, it's not as hard as we thought. We played
What league is it? Is it North
Cheshire
West?
Division 2.
Okay.
So we're a couple of divisions off North West Counties where we'll play the likes of Withy Hammers and that.
Okay.
Where it's not really going to plan, but there's some shit in the pipeline which will blow the bollocks off it in the next couple of months.
All right. Good. Stretford, Paddock. Go on the boys.
Yeah, man. I think you was fucking training in Thailand in one of our shirts, actually, weren't you?
Yeah. Still got it, mate. Still got it. Little blinder.
So that's it this weekend for us, and then guess United have got to go to Wembley and try and do the business on Sunday.
Oh yeah, forgot about them.
Is it Sunday? Is it Sunday?
I think we might have broke the record on the Brew.
For not talking about the football.
We're 55 minutes in before we've mentioned
Is
the
it
football.
actually Sunday?
Yeah.
Why?
Why?
You're in London on Sunday.
Why have you just told me this now? You just broke my heart, mate. I've got to get a train on Sunday to fucking London.
Oh, mate. No.
Hope you've not got a lot of luggage.
I
What
have.
time's the train?
Oh, boys.
What time's the train?
Just ruined my life.
What
What time's the game?
What time's the train?
The game's R4, I think.
Super words.
Are you going down about 12?
Why?
What time's your train?
I have put one. Yes. What do you reckon? Early.
No, do it about 2. Because anyone getting it at 2.
You want to miss them all.
Right.
So if you do it at 2, no one's really getting the train and either because he ain't going to make the game. So
Yeah.
you'll be
All right,
alright.
sweet.
Do it in the
2,
afternoon,
2:30,
yeah.
you'll be
Forget the morning. Forget that.
Yeah, you're like 10 a.m.
Mate,
No,
do you know what though? That's why if we get City in the final, it's going to go off in it.
Oh, really?
Do you know what I mean?
You think?
Exactly. Like all them train journeys with City fans.
Oh my gosh.
Mate.
Forget
Do you know what I
that.
mean?
And John Long, that's going to be coming home.
Yeah. Mate, you won't make it home.
What is the train to London now? 2 hours. Or something?
2 hours,
Yeah.
but fuck me.
Mate.
If it's just
So if
going
I
off
leave
with...
at 2 o'clock, I'll be all right. Yeah.
Yeah, because no one's getting a 2 o'clock train to try
Yeah,
and
because it's about another 40 minutes to Wembley.
Even
for
I've
most
got
of
one here. I don't know who this is, but watching you live on the Paddock, mate. Bring back Fighting Out of Manchester podcast. It's class. I agree, lad. My fault. Who is this? Oh yes, lad. Yes.
Where's his?
Go on, the fella.
Yeah, there you go then. Bring back your podcast. You've heard it here first.
I know. We need to be honest.
Need to, because you are going to retire soon.
Allegedly.
All right, might not be in the next 12 months.
No, I'm gonna have a couple mil. This. What more do you want in it?
Yeah, you're going to need to do it just to not be bored.
What am I gonna do? What's gonna fulfil 6 hours of intense MMA training a day? Tell me. What the fuck fills that hole?
You're going to be £300 driving around in a fucking convertible fucking Rolls Royce like Tyson Fury in a Hawaiian shirt, owing about $500,000 sniff out. Just.
And on that
Well,
bomb-
champ, let's go.
Make it forcing everyone at after party to watch the world title win.
It's
over
fucking Tuesday, 10 a.m. We're going to work.
Yeah, what
Boring.
Leave him alone.
On that bombshell, Brendan, thanks again, bro, for coming on here. You know where to find him, you know where to find Steve. Make sure as well you hit like, share, and subscribe. Thanks for watching.